Hello, everybody. Hello, this is Gary, and I'm here to bring you some good news. The reason I have these headphones on is to block out some noise, but I got something for you that's going to be awesome. Um, some of you might know that I've been dabbling in the stock market, and I've been doing it um, ever since I got a chance, and that's been about 23 years ago. Well, when I was a kid, um, we had summer school, and they kind of run out of jobs for us, and they start making up stuff. But I still made my money. It was hard work. Well, they had I don't know what you would call it, well, they had rich people that came out to tell us about all different things to better our lives. Okay. And they even used the program that we was in, where they would find work for us, and it was for grown men, right? And our coach that would take us through the summer jobs, he said, "Well, look, fellas, this might not be what you want to do, but at least you know what you don't want to do." Okay, so that stuck with me, and I got the aha moment, meaning just do what you got to do. You're here for make some money. Do what you got to do, make the money. And then they would bring other people to come in, and they would speak to us. We was a youth, and we had all different type of people coming in with everything that they thought that we might be interested in. None of them thought that I might be interested in the stock market at 17 years old. Because so one of the guys was looking at a newspaper, because see, back then it was a whole lot different to trade stock, because you had to look at the newspaper to see what did happen. So that's sure enough snail mail. What did happen yesterday? Well, what good is that going to do you for today? But I didn't look at it like that. It was all good because that's what I wanted to do. So I'm here to tell you guys. Bear with me for a second. I got in to doing stocks, and I was making big money, but I lost big money. I was even on the crash on 2008, and see, I was already in maybe my eighth year, basically, of being familiar with trading. So back to what I'm talking about. When I was a youth, I saw the guy. He had the newspaper. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm doing stock market." I said, "Wow." And that's when I got intrigued. So I don't remember what else I asked him or whatever he told me. But I can look back and imagine that it was snail mail. you know, you're getting something from yesterday's knowledge. Well, it took me up to now, and we're talking about this is 2023. I lost money in '08 or 2008. Don't you know there was a big span in between '08? I licked my wounds for several years, but always in the back of my mind, I'm wondering, look, there has to be a better way of doing this. And then I started making money again on, with option trading. So I started teaching it, option trading for beginners. It's investpack8.com. And so that was working, but then we was all vulnerable to the market. And that is what I kept trying to tweak. I said, now, options, you're only renting them, and you know how rent goes. Your time is up. You either going to make your money or get out the way, because we're going to take everything that you put in and we're going to shut you down if you don't, It's just the way it go, the nature of the beast. Well, I said one thing I liked about it because I can control that stock to make money cheap. Pennies on a dollar instead of paying $200 a share. I can go in there and uh, get it at $7 a share, and I make the same amount of money. And I can make it both ways, up and down. And then I still, even after I come off of that bench of, not of years of not trading, I heard about crypto. What? Crypto? I don't think a lot of people realize this, how valuable this is. You buy the position for pennies on the dollar. That's good. Checkpoint for options. The stock never expires, or whatever you bought never expires. Number two good things. I said, wow, this is getting more and more user friendly. And the third thing is the market never closes. You got 24 hours, 24/7. Crypto is always trading. But when you're doing stock, now you gotta wait. You can't you can't buy nor you sell until the market opens up again, and then you can do something. And actually the price of the stock would change. You looking at it, you say, "Wow, this is going to be a good trade for me," and next thing you know, it then bottomed out, and you can't control that. So I want y'all to get this drum roll, because now you never have to lose a dime. I've done the studies, and guess what? We no longer trade. And I can show you how you can consistently make 3% 24/7 at any time, 24/7. 3% on whatever you got in it. 3%, 3%, 3%, 3%. I got some strategies that will blow your mind, and it's not long. It's not big. It's not a big strategy. I even decided now, the way these banks are doing now, have you noticed the glitches where they're shut down on you? You can't get your money. Oh, they're doing that. Oh, we having a computer problem. This and that. They have an excuse, you know, and they can't wait to give you a insufficient fund because you can't get to your stuff. They love that. That's how they make money. Other than with your money, because when they take your money, they take it to the stock market 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they invest it. So how much money do they make off of your money? If you give them $100, how much money can they make? Because see, they can also do aftermarket trading. We can't do that, not with the regular stock market. But you can do 24/7 yourself with crypto. And I have a way of using AI, and I mean it comes with your program. You already have AI, artificial intelligence, that will actually take your order for you. I'll give you what that means. So this means that I can continue to compound. I can take $1,000 in there and I can double it within a month. Let's give it 2 months. And it's not such a big deal that how much we can double it for, but can you keep your money without losing it? It's actually impossible to lose it if you listen to what I say. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're able to go in And every time you make a trade, you get 3% for whatever you got in there. So if you put $100, you get 3% of that trade, which is good enough to put back in there with your 3%. So you get more, you get paid the next time and paid the next time. See, there's no penalties for how many times you can trade like this. And but if you're with the stock market and you start trading like that, if you don't have a base of $25,000 in there and you got your rhythm and you hitting it, man, and you mess around and made one too many, they will shut your account down. They will suspend it for 3 days. So your opportunity then gone. And if you're on options and you don't have but a day on it, because that's how we usually do with option. We'll the less time we got, the cheaper the options that we can buy. Okay. And so sometimes we'll buy it right up to maybe we got a day. And you mess around here and you're making all this money, you make one too many trades, bing, and then you got 1,000 or 3, 4,000, no matter what, you got 3 or 4 million, and they flag you, or if you get one glitch and you hadn't made your money, they shut your account down. So that $100, that $300, that 3 million is gone. Can't do nothing but lick your wounds. Can't do nothing but lick your wounds because that's all you got. But I'm here, and this is what I want you to do. If you like what I'm doing, and if you want to be able to get the details on how to do it for yourself, never lose money. And see, people say, oh, that's impossible. I'm telling you, it ain't impossible. It's the rules. That's why you see some people that's making all this money and some never make it. Okay. So crypto has don't have all these penalties. They do 24-hour trading. And then there's one more that will consistently make you from 3 to 25% every time you trade. I'll show you how to do that. So you got 24 hours to make these 3% trades. You might get 2 in that day. You might get 4 in that day. It's no telling, but it's all legal and you will not get flagged. So if you get 3% of your 1,000, 3% of your 10,000, and you're doing it 3 or 4 times a day, wow, that's a lot of money. And it's control over what you're doing. If I teach you this, I can't take it back. There's not a rule that I can bring up that's going to trip you up. You can pass down this information to your family. And I'm quitting. I'm not asking nobody to do it. I'm going to do it. But I got a way to make your transition smooth. And actually, the fees that I charge, as you being my student, and I see you catch on, you can get that back within the next 3 months. I give you 100% back. And then what happens now, that money, you can add it to your pot and you can trade all that together because now you know how to do it. You see? Long as I'll have your attention, long as you understand even the investment with me is a good investment. Because nobody else put in this contract that you're going to get your money back. Good or bad. I give it right back to you. You see? So that's how we're doing. InvestPack8.com. Guys, I'm still going to be, I'm getting ready to put this formula in. So if you're interested, hit and subscribe, and I'll take you where you need to go. I guarantee this. People say, "Oh, it don't make." I guarantee this because I learned the whole system and how it will work for you. Last week, just messing around and trying my little formula out, I had made 25% on my money in a week. So that's what I got you. This is Gary, and just go ahead, like this, and subscribe to my channel, and let's get busy. Now I don't have a big old audience of, which I did have at one time. I used to have my little seminars and stuff like that. But let's just do this today. This is the way we do it in COVID, COVID time, and I can get right to you, and we don't have to worry about all this old funny stuff that's going on around us, and we can keep our mind on the main thing: creating a job, because they give you a 1099 at the end of the year. So I'm helping you to create a job with a, let's just put a number, $500. That will be your deposit for your training. And then I get that back to you. So I'm teaching you for nothing. All right, you heard it from Gary. I'll get that contract up so you'll know that you're guaranteed to get your money back within 3 months. Is that a deal? If it's a deal, hit like and subscribe. I know where you're at, and we can get busy. You heard from Gary. Happy Prosperity Day.